There's more drama at Spotify as they cancel Meghan Markle's $18 million flop. Yes, it is being reported that Archetypes is gone. So make sure you subscribe to this channel and stay tuned for more details in this Daily Nerd starting right now. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef The Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the news and pop culture stories of the day that's pretty much got me eye, and oh my goodness, yes, before I jump into all the juicy details with this video's main topic, we got ourselves a sponsor! Yes! So, you know the drill, roll the tape! Huge shout out to today's sponsor of this video, Atlas VPN. Do you want a VPN that's premium and not basic, that gives you 3 months for free and protects you on the internet for as little as $1.83 per month? Well, of course you're going to say yes to all of that. However, you'll know what an Atlas is, but you might be asking yourself, what the deuce is a VPN? Well, a VPN is a shield that you need to have on your computer without fail whenever you're on the internet to protect yourself and your data from those pesky ads and evil malware. So if you're watching this right now and you don't have this type of protection, then you need to grab this massive deal from Atlas VPN right now that's offering you a premium service for as little as $1.83 per month and 3 months for free. Try it now with a 30-day money-back guarantee and join over 6 million users worldwide who trust Atlas VPN to protect them. And thanks again to Atlas VPN for being awesome as ever in supporting our little community and channel. With that being said though, yeah, let's jump into this one, shall we? So, we're going to start off with, actually, Megs' final episode, because it's quite telling in retrospect. So, what she says towards the end is a quote from the Greek post-war poet Dinos Christianopoulos, and said, quote, "What didn't you do to bury me, but you forgot that I was a seed." Now, she doesn't say, right, we'll be back for a second series next year, or second season, or, you know, whatever's, right? No, she don't do that. It's this. What didn't you do to bury me, but you forgot that I was a seed. Yeah, a seed that would grow into, I don't know what, a weed? Like a dandelion, you know, that kind of thing. I'm not talking about the green stuff, you know. Calm your horses, calm your horses. But yeah, that's what she says. Not stay tuned for season 2 because we're going to have even better guests and much more information, blah, blah, blah. Nothing like that. So actually, in hindsight, quite telling, right? And the thing is, as well, in hindsight, look at the performance of Archetypes. So, yeah, it launched with a bang, but it then dropped very significantly down to being the 31st most popular slot on Spotify. Only just managing to beat the 12-hour sound machines as no loops or fades, which is essentially 12 hours of continuous noise you can sleep to. So the only thing that she was able to beat out was a podcast that people listen to help them sleep. Yeah, it didn't perform too well, did it, Archetypes? Now, not a single one of Archetypes' episodes is in the top 100 episode chart either at the time. It didn't matter that she had Serena Williams, Melody Hobson, Mariah Carey, Paris Hilton. At the end of the day, no one gave a shiz. No one thought she was a great podcaster that was worth listening into. Now, here, this article says, and this is from news.com.au, says the problem is, aside from a few revelations about Meghan's former life of professional duchessing, I like that, and her criticising the first TV show to really give her a break, i.e. the Deal or No Deal debacle, Archetypes has been pretty forgettable. Yeah. Because it's not been about, when I remember it, it's not been about who was on that episode and what was discussed with that person. It was more to do with, for me, oh, okay, this is the weekly Megsy has said something absolutely moronic again that I need to report on moment. That was it. That was it. And this is a good point as well. It's not, no matter how hard Megsy has tried, it has not provoked or shifted the conversation around the issues of the stereotypes. Archetypes, something different, and labels that women are still saddled with. It's not established Megsy as a leading powerful voice on gender equality, and is not proven that simply being a member of the House of Windsor will automatically equal audio gold. Facts. And that award that she won a couple of weeks back at the Ms. Foundation, exactly. She has not established herself as a leading powerful voice on gender equality. So how the deuce did she get that award? Just asking for a friend. How the deuce did she get that Ripple of Hope award? Again, just asking for a friend. Because she ain't a leading voice on shiz, I'm telling you. So there's no hint at all of a second series in the works, and we're going to get to it in a moment because it's now reported it ain't happening. But one anonymous professional podcaster producer speaking to the Telegraph called the whole podcast series sycophantic and cringeworthy, and said, my prediction is that for all the promo it's had, the podcast will be a massive loss leader for Spotify. And yeah, $18 million for Archetypes? Guys, do you believe in daylight robbery? Because looking at that example, I freaking do. She's the bed. The person that's really laughing here is Megsy, I'm telling you. And now, yeah, she ain't laughing anymore though, because, it is being reported now that Spotify has cancelled, yes, cancelled, done, dusted, finito, cut their losses, Megsy's Archetypes. So let's hear from Candice Owens on the Daily Wire.
Hill was among one of them, one of the podcasts that were not going to be renewed. It seems like capitalism is a thing and Spotify wants to make money. And so it's nice to have all of these brands and pay all these people money they don't deserve. But also when you realize they're not earning you any money because they have no talent, it might be back to revert back to the old strategy.
Yeah, so when you realize that, they've got no talent. Yeah, she's getting to Megsy, but she's leading up to it. She's essentially saying, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, Megsy has no talent, guys, and this is why her Archetypes podcast flopped. Let's carry on with this.
Of making some money. So among the podcasts that are on the chopping block and which will not be renewed is Meghan Markle's podcast. And this is shocking to me. I am shocked. I am shooketh to my core. She's so talented.
Yeah, totally shooketh to the core. Oh my goodness. Who could have predicted that Megsy's Archetypes would be cancelled, that it wouldn't be renewed for season 2? Candice is like, joking here. It's sarcasm, right? And we're gonna get to that, but I certainly I approve all of this right now with what Candice is doing.
Meghan Markle. And when they decided to sign a $25 million deal with her, I hope that person who made that decision has subsequently been fired, for her Archetypes podcast, I went and I...
Yeah, the $18 million deal. Yeah. I do think there's been a couple of firings, a couple of people that have left over this whole Meghan Markle Archetype Spotify debacle situation. They paid over the odds for that cowbag, guys. Let's carry on.
I listened to it and I don't see how any woman wakes up in the morning and doesn't put this on first thing. I don't know who doesn't want to hear Meghan talking to them every single day. So
I know, right? You wake up in the morning and the first thing you think of is, you know what? I need a little bit of Megsy in me ears, right? I love Candice's sense of humor on this one. I really, really do.
I'm bringing you a snippet. I'm bringing you guys a snippet so that you can see what you are missing. Maybe we can get her numbers up so high that they come back to her with the deal.
I doubt it, but I applaud Candice's effort to doing that. And we're not listening to this drivel, like not a chance. So here we go. Let's go back to the actual golden nuggets that we're going to be listening to right now from Candice. Here we go.
Just, guys, every single episode is exactly that. It's
exactly that. It's drivel. It's self-aggrandizing. It's all about me. I'm so special, blah, blah, blah. She don't even let the guest speak at all, really. She interrupts them.
Meghan acting. I don't even think that they understood what a podcast is supposed to be. It's Meghan acting, and she's, when I was a little girl, and she tells a story about something that was totally normal, and then reminds you that somewhere in this totally normal story, like she had a class and she's supposed to fantasize about her wedding, that she really realized that she was a victim. And in this circumstance, she realized that, oh my God, why are you telling all these women to get married?
She's got a point. She's got a point. Love her or hate her when it comes to Candice. To me, she's got a point here, all right? Oh my goodness.
Let's forget the fact that she literally married a prince.
Exactly right. The typical fairy tale, right? That a lot of girls have about, marrying the prince, living happily ever after. And Megsy actually pulled it off. But then she's turning around and being like, we need to destroy, the archetypes. And, we need to redefine what woman is, blah, blah, blah. You did the most typical thing ever by marrying a prince.
Just like something that happens in a Disney movie. She wants to show that she realizes the trauma on this. Then she invites a guest to talk about how women are suffering. So it's not that shocking to understand why this failed.
Yeah, because she's talking about, how women are suffering. However, she ain't a woman that's suffering, guys. In her multi-million-dollar Montecito Royale mansion with all the Spotify dollars and the Netflix dollars and the otherwise known as spare dollars, like, she is totally Gucci, guys.
Because again, it wasn't a podcast. It was a weird woman acting out her old middle school diary entries and then expecting people to simply listen because of who she married.
Yeah. And I would go one step further and say expecting people to listen because of who she's banging. I mean, come on. Let's call a spade here, right?
Meghan doesn't seem to have that much talent, but she did work on that BLM scam. She caught the moment. They wrote her a huge check thinking that it was going to be big, and they failed. So might I recommend Spotify in the future to hire talented people? We discussed them getting rid of Jameel Hill. And I wondered, what was she talking about in her podcast? Like, why was her podcast so low on the charts? Hill.
Great advice, right? Spotify, if you're watching, next time around, actually hire people that have a little bit more talent. You might then see a little bit of success, but yep, there you go. From beginning to end, we went through what she said literally on her final episode of her podcast. And she didn't say, we're going to come back for season 2. None of that whatsoever. We then went through how it actually performed, and it didn't do that well. And Spotify have noticed, and it's now being reported that, yep, Archetypes is an $18 million flop, and they have cancelled it. Cancelled Archetypes. It looks like season 2 is not coming at all. Woohoo! But you know what? Enough with my gob. It's now time for your gobs. If you appreciated this video and you want more, believe me, there's going to be more. Do make sure you click on that subscribe button. Help us get to 100k so we can get that silver play button right there. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Also, as well, if you've got some strong opinions about Meghan's Archetypes being cancelled, and I bet you do, then make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. Let's have a conversation about it, because it does guarantee a response from me. And until the next time, you guys, laters.